Hi.
Andrea. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. All those mystery
Christine.
intruders.
All these
Welcome to
mysteries.
the big show.
Oh,
The big
sorry.
show.
Gotta drop the phone. Volume. Yes. So, like we were talking backstage, it seems like Mystery Theater of what, 27 months? Something like that? 28 months? Has run its course. It's a lot of effort to bring in content, search, put it all together, but it's been a blast. It really has.
Absolutely.
From that fabulous day in something like July of 2020 when I found this girl with her hands out reading on the Black Dahlia. And like, I gotta email this girl.
Because you were like, I read on her too, and we got the same information. And I'm like,
I,
whoa.
I swear it was like 95% the same. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Yes.
Lilac Lantern, would you like to do a show?
I said, yes. You're like, do you like mysteries? I'm like, oh, yes. I like mysteries.
I can't remember. Was that the first time you showed your face on
My
Mystery
first
Theater?
time to ever show my face was on your channel
Wow.
on a
Nice.
mystery theater.
That is so sweet. Hey,
Oh,
Magenta.
amazing.
How you
Hi,
doing?
there's
Roxanne.
Rhonda.
It's great
Yeah,
everyone can hang out.
like Scott was saying, we have read on all the big doozies, all the big mysteries, like the pyramids and aliens and all that kind of stuff. So it has been harder to find mysteries, and we think we've covered, like we've been reading basically once a week for 2 years, and we do about 4 or 5 mysteries a show. That's a lot of mysteries.
Yeah, you're talking a thousand or more, probably,
Yeah.
And a couple times I'm like, I'd send it to you and it's like, I think we read on this. I'm like, oh, shoot, I think you're right.
Lots of duplication because we can't even remember what we read on.
But
But
I'm sure Renee's got it all logged in somewhere because
yeah.
she's a master.
And that doesn't mean that there can't be a mystery show in the future with us. If something, let's say a whole new set of pyramids gets uncovered somewhere, maybe we do a show about that, right?
Something, right?
But to find content each week or every other week has been um, an effort.
A definite effort. I mean, probably maybe last 6 months. It's like
Yeah.
I've done more Googling and whatnot just to try to find a mystery, and it's been tougher. Ian, I think you've done 11,000. Whoa, I
My
don't
goodness.
think that many. But space and time continuum, probably.
Right?
So, but we totally loved this. It's been a blessing for all the fans.
And to
No,
think that it's ran over 2 years, that's incredible. I still can't believe it. That's
I
incredible.
know.
It
It
really
just
is.
it seems like yesterday.
Yeah. And
Well,
when
I
you read
get it,
on like
Monica.
when you read on things like politics, like that's always ever changing and current and stuff. But
Yeah.
mysteries are kind of set, and we've picked them all. We've cherry picked all of them.
I mean, we do missing persons. I do have one scheduled for tonight. But that can be kind of sad too.
It is; those are heavy duty ones.
They're heavy duty. It gets on their energy, and there's
Mhm.
been times we've done it, and I felt their energy, and I start getting sad. I
Yeah,
feel it in my heart and the empathy of all that. It's kind of tough to do a lot of missing people. Um, you know, they could have been murdered in a sad way. We start feeling that. That is
yeah,
really tough to constantly do that.
yeah. That's definitely tough.
There's other channels that just go through it and talk about what they think, but they're not intuitive. So there's mystery channels like that, but
Mhm.
I don't mind doing it once in a while, but not like a whole show on missing people. That's
That would
intense
just be devastating.
because their souls can come in,
Yeah.
and start. You can start. I felt it. There's so many times my heart just drops and I feel it, or get headaches if there may have been head trauma, whatever. It's like, whoa, that's a little much.
Yeah.
But we've done quite a few of those missing people that we thought might be our friends attached from back in the day. But this has been great. So, oh, I forgot to do banners.
You see, there's lots of prep, folks.
Yeah, so I gotta do a banner quick.
So Scott was tasked this final one to find the final mysteries we're going to read on tonight. He's got an awesome list. So hang on to your shorts. Get your pendulums, get your cards if you want to read along. As always, you're all part of the sleuthers here as we figure out these mysteries.
Wait a minute. They changed something? Yeah, they changed. Wait a minute. StreamYard changed something.
Oh, to upload your presentation?
It's present screen, not share screen now, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
they
it there.
changed it from.
Instead of share, it says present.
Yeah, it starts
Oh,
on.
yeah, it's the same thing. There we go.
Okay. Get down to this. So the first mystery is a missing person. It's Terrence Woods. And in 2008, he just disappeared. He was working at a Discovery Channel hit show, Gold Rush. While filming, he mysteriously disappeared after dropping his radio and running down to a steep cliff to a nearby forest, and he was never seen again. Exhaustive search conducted, and it still remains a mystery. In the wake of Black Lives Matter, the case has been renewed. Attention of closed TV freelance social media groups. Raw TV, the company responsible for Gold Rush, played a pivotal role of the narrative. Wood's disappearance is attributed to his family to a text message sent to his father the morning he vanished, which said he was planning to return to Maryland earlier than expected. The 27-year-old producer's family began to wonder if this was a relationship with Raw TV. After he sent the mysterious text and did not explain.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. His father suspected foul play. My child overheard some inappropriate language and saw some inappropriate material, and he was disturbed by it. My son is not lost in the forest. Someone, he said at the time, picked up my son. What for? What's going on? We need answers. He's not in the woods. But he's never been found. He just ran in the woods. There was a cliff. His body wasn't found beneath the cliff. He's just gone. It's a tragic situation. Some speculate he may have had some mental issues, but no one knows for sure. Let's see. The crew of the Gold Rush and locals heard rumors that Woods was in a bad headspace before he vanished. Terrence has been having a really hard time emotionally and had a mental breakdown earlier that day, people speculated. But Woods' father and friends insist that their son never struggled with mental health. Okay.
That was a pretty popular show, that Gold Rush.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. Well, fairly popular. So that's
Okay.
pretty sad. So the last they saw was he dropped his radio and took off into the forest.
Yeah. They basically say he dropped everything, ran into the woods, and what beyond the woods was a steep cliff. But they never found a body down the cliff. You know, if he committed suicide and jumped up a cliff, you think they would have found a body. Never found anything.
Hmm.
Strange. Okay.
Okay.
Magenta says she still watches Gold Rush. Wisdom thinks he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hmm. Yeah, like did he see something he wasn't supposed to see?
Portal. Suzanne's Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Portal.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Deborah. Good to see you.
Terrence Woods.
Terrence Woods, 27. Holly senses he's gone. He did fall off the cliff. I think he was 27. J Cat Lady. Lisa goes, aliens picked them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Terrence Woods.
Interesting. This is a weird one. Terrence Woods.
Well, Holly, you want to come on the show, dear? I think you got it going on. Okay. J Cat like Bigfoot took him.
This is a strange one.
Yeah, I think Holly's onto something with what I'm getting. So I got two wands. You want to go?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I got in the past here. I have 2 of Wands, the Emperor, and 10 of Swords. And so I think that kind of feels to me he was a troubled soul, the 10 of Swords, and his connections with life with the 2 of Wands. And then I think he was like hearing messages in his head. The World, Page of Wands, and the Hangman. So that feels like, to me, with the Page of Wands center of it and the Hangman, so we got a transition, something weird going on with him. The World, he didn't feel like he fit in, is what I'm sensing here. Moving forward here, there was some kind of soul contract going on with the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. It's more like an internal battle, like a fighting within himself. In the end, I have something possibly about, I don't know if he was straight or gay, but I'm sensing a gay energy. And the Hierophant, the King of Coins and Strength. So I think he had an internal battle over his father. With the Hierophant, it's kind of like his angels or the structures, the way you're supposed to be. Strength of convictions, but the Queen of Cups comes in here, giving me a gay male. And then the star on the bottom, it feels like he wanted to go home.
Mm.
It feels like it to me, not be on this planet. So it feels like a psychotic break to me. And what they were showing me is that they couldn't find him because this cliff, he didn't make it all the way to the bottom. It's like his body got stuck in like a root or a cave or something, a ledge. So that's what I'm sensing. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm getting those internal battles. So, this sort of, fighting something that's not really there. This was the base card. So a lot of stress, 8 of Wands, things going on around him or in his mind, maybe overloaded. Also trying to cover something up. So maybe hiding the fact that he was having problems. He may even started medication or something and had an adverse effect, right? Anyways, trying to cover up how he was truly feeling. And unfortunately, at the end, I do get the death card. So I do agree. I think he did pass away. But I don't see anybody else involved. Could be quite a bit of depression.
Yeah.
And maybe he's never told anybody. So that could have been why it was a surprise to his family, because if he never talked about it.
Yeah, it feels like an internal struggle.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I didn't get like the moon or anything for secrets or anything like that, but
like in the sense of not telling people, so covering it up that way. And it could be something like schizophrenia that shows up in the 20s, right? I think can show up in your 20s. So it's pretty sad.
Holly, when are you just going to come on the show? You're always tuning in. Great. She's the behind the scenes mystery reader. Hilarious.
Behind the scenes.
But blessings to Terrence's soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be who you want to be. And for everyone. Reach out to others.
Get help if you need it.
Yeah, get help. You're not alone.
Well, we certainly hope they find him and bring peace to his family.
Feels like they would need a rock climber or something. Okay, which one should we do next? Gotta make a banner. My mistake. I forgot all about those. Okay. How do we spell that?
Hi, everybody.
No.
I'm so glad to see Rob with 2 B's in the chat. He's recovering at home now.
Oh, that's your Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How you doing, Rob? I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's pretty interesting too. Some of this content you can find. Jake Catlety. My pendulum says it was an accident, so Scott, you may be onto something. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Didn't seem intentional. Yeah, it didn't look intentional. He might have just like had a
like I gotta get away, and then he possibly could have just fell off.
Could have been delusional, if he was on medication, maybe I don't know, but it was not on purpose.
Okay, this is pretty interesting. Did you have time to look this up?
That's a good one.
So, the Dualston messages. So this guy came back and there's this green light on his computer. And this is like, where's the date? 1984. Computers are just coming out in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was in computer class and like that time, or 86 or whatever, and we're trying to figure out how to create code and everything on computers. It was fascinating. And, so computers are rare, expensive commodities, clunky. But this guy started receiving messages on his computer. It was kind of like paranormal in this cottage he had. Let's see.
So he was with some friends, I think, at his house, right?
Yeah, or his wife or something.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
And he saw footprints, weird footprints.
yeah, there were some footprints outside, something. But 2 months after the strange poem appeared, Ken, Nick, and Debbie returned from a drive, and they found the mysterious computer file saved as Reate. Within the message, they found, "What strange words thou speak, although I must confess that I hath also been ill-schooled. Sometimes methinks alterations are somewhat bareful, for they break many asleeps in my bed. I have seen many alterations. Lastly, charged house and thy home. 'Tis a fitting place, and lights which devil maketh." So these messages are coming in as ancient British dialect, Old English.
Yeah.
So it's really weird. Eventually, they figured out that this entity bringing was back from the year 1521, according to the
Wow.
time travel ghostly messages coming on this computer. So they created this messaging back and forth over the years.
And his name was Lucas, apparently, the
Yes.
person writing this.
Yeah. So the story got weirder. Nick, Kenny, and Debbie told Lucas they were from 1984. Confusing the ghost, they assumed they were from the year 2109. Like others who had visited spoke of members of a 2109 collective, supposedly from a distant future, who have visited to set up a time link within the cottage. Lucas continued his messages until March 21, 1985, when he claimed that the other citizens of Dodleston had accused him of witchcraft for his communications with the roommates. He planned to flee after being threatened by villagers, planned to kill him and burn his house. It's good to know that all will change and that true men will follow, like Ken and Peter. Through 400 years is a long time. There is much to happen to mankind, Lucas wrote. It is sad that men must learn righteousness from their ugly ways. The roommates never heard from him or 2109 ever again.
I mean, that's pretty trippy. You got a computer in 1985 and you're getting Old English messages and there's weird footprints at your cottage.
Outside. This Lucas says he's from 1560 or whatever, which would reference the Old English, but there was also references to 2109.
Which is really weird. And that he'd been talking to the 2109 collective.
Yeah. Super strange.
You imagine you turn on your computer now, even in 2022, and you getting this weird stuff? I'd be like, who's texting me this?
That would be freaky weird that I open up my computer one day thinking that someone might want a reading from me, and it's actually a message from 1405. Whoa. Hello. Maybe you should try that at a dream meetup.
Whoa.
We want to hear messages from our ancestors from 1600 and send me an email. A glitch in the matrix, Miss B thinks. Well, I think this one needs the Andrea cards.
Dawdleston Messages. It would make a great movie, Lisa.
What happened with Lucas? These people. Yes, Kathy.
High priest or priestess and
Oh.
spell it out. There's something going on there. Whoever was sending these messages, whatever spirit it was trying to spell it out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I did not expect to see those two cards. What? Is there something?
What does that mean to you?
It means to me that my first instinct was almost like a Ouija board, but in that kind of energy, kind of negative, a bit scary, but maybe not. But someone who this Lucas from 16 whatever may have had some type of way to communicate to those in the future. He was trying to talk through spelling, right? Like he wasn't verbally talking to them. He wasn't making sounds for them. He was, because of the computer age, he was able to transmit his message through letters, like symbols of letters. Lucas.
Do you think it was this Lucas had a past life connection to that area?
I'm feeling it's the area too.
Because that's what I'm getting here.
Yeah. And when I saw this picture, that is like a person standing over the land. So there's some energy in that area. Is there a connection to the land?
Because I got here, I got your white card, which I used it as white light universe, target and new. So the universe brought it back, white light energy, targeted them, right?
Wow.
So then I have kind of like the Men in Black card, home. The crown chakra, sensing with, spirit messages and whatnot. I'm feeling that, but this is like using the universe, but this is his home. So I think he was spiritually connected to that area, and since technology came out, this entity was able to bring these messages.
Right? Isn't that wild? I'm like freaking.
And then I got your redacted card. So this is like feeling like the messages in the email. Does that look like email?
Yeah, message. Yep.
And it's clear. And here's the sun bringing it out, able to make that connection.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think that Lucas guy was some kind of high priest or someone who he was using something to connect. It's like there's an energy field there that he was, and he could use the computer to communicate, even though he wouldn't have known what a computer was in the 1600s.
Yeah, Spirit knows. Spirit knows what's going on, but there's some kind of connection there. They can do whatever they want. They can stop emails from being sent.
Yeah, his soul or his spirit or something was I love this one. This one's really good, Scott. It's pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna try a different deck to question something.
What was his name? Lucas? Okay.
Yeah, Lucas was the energy.
Was Lucas really in the 1600s? So we get a yes. Was Lucas somehow communicating through the computer in the 1980s? Yeah. Was it through magic? No. Was it through like a spell? More like a spell. Was there a spell on the land? We agree. Yeah, there's a spell on the land. Oh, he's still there.
There in the universe.
I think Lucas was still in that area. Like he crossed over, but he hadn't fully crossed over. He may still have been in that limbo stage. Like haunting, for lack of a better word, haunting a space because he died, but maybe he didn't I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, obviously he died because 1600s.
Right. But it feels like he never came back, kind of feeling. He just stayed his entity. Try your pendulum on that. It feels like he stayed.
I got a yes with that. He's still there. He left. What did he do?
He just stayed as a ethereal spirit. So with him, I tried my cards.
Yeah.
He's a wise elder, part of the soul family there, the circle. And then I have mysteries of the universe and an energetic area with the energy, earth power.
Yeah.
So it's all connected to that land and that area. He was able to tap in with
harness the energy or something of that area.
But yeah, I don't sense this Lucas was, reincarnated. It's like he may have passed, but connected. But it doesn't feel like he was, like stuck, like a ghost or whatnot. But powerful enough because he's been in spirit forever to manipulate like that. But then his mission was complete because it says he left. So he may have reincarnated or done other things finally.
Can you imagine getting that message in the 80s?
That was crazy. It would be crazy.
Ooh.
Anyone seen the comedy series Ghost? A bunch of ghosts, hundreds of years old, like to sit around this couple's house and watch TV. No, I haven't seen that one.
No.
I've been watching a few of the UFO witness shows. I think it's on the Travel Channel. It's kind of interesting. It's like a reality show, and they go investigate where UFOs have been spotted, and they talk about the triangle ones and the tic-tac ones, and they go all these places around the country and try to investigate and talk to the people, go to properties. Just kind of interesting. I'm kind of getting bored with it because they do a lot of driving and they're just sitting there talking. Oh, this is crazy. Do you believe her? It's like, get to the good stuff, right? That's what kind of annoys me about reality TV. It's like my Nancy loves watching Dr. Pimple Popper and 90 Day Fiance. I'm like, no, I don't want to watch that. So I kind of so I usually stay up late. She passes out finding I can change the channel and watch what I want for an hour.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that Doodleson, quite a weird, so weird. There's so many mysteries of ethereal spirits and, ascended master types that have gone through and bring back messages. It's crazy. Banner. Okay, this one, I'm going to have to, hopefully I got it right to share a little bit of a video. because you're not really going to get the gist of it just by us talking with Javier. If this place is suddenly homeless.
Ooh, this is kind of similar to what we just read on in a way.
Yeah. So
in reverse.
Let's see. I have it. Ghostly visit. Okay. I got to delete that. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, bummer. Not that one. All right.
Most of you, maybe not, but a lot of you probably heard about this one.
This is Javier, and this guy says he's from
Welcome
2020.
To the second part on the reveal of the 2027 time traveler,
Oops.
the TikTok user Unico Sobreviviente. His name is Javier, and he claimed he was from 2027 and was trapped in a parallel world of 2021
no,
without
that's
people.
The wrong one. Sorry. Stop share.
So where the last one,
on the 21st day, another TikTok user, Damian Mola, challenged Javier to get his book from inside his TV studio.
Okay, can you hear it?
Yep.
That's right. Okay. So this Javier dude says he's a time traveler. So this guy here is setting up Javier to grab this book. And there's no people around in all his videos. Everything's perfectly clean. He can go into any place.
And just to be clear, the guy on the screen is not the Javier guy.
Yeah, this is not Javier. He's setting up this book for this Javier who says he's from 2027 to grab this book.
And this Javier guy has
the challenge and posted this video on the 22nd of May.
So this is supposedly the Javier in 2027, but he can do all these things in 2022. So look at everything. There's no one around. He's looking for the book. Everything is spotless clean. Nothing's out of place. There's no books laying around. There's no people. How can you CGI no people? So he grabs the book.
Damian Mola posted a video saying that the book was gone on the 24th of May.
No está. No está el libro. El libro de Mayor no está en su sitio. Esto quiere decir que esto ya ha sido la primera pista.
Damian Mola checked the security camera. Here's what he found.
Now watch this. There's a black ghostly figure caught on the security camera. Right there.
There was a shadow around the corner.
And the door was opened and closed by someone.
So the security camera caught nobody there, but the door opens by itself.
On the 30th of June, Javier posted a video with some birds flying around, and he explained that after the rain some animals started to appear. Many people suggested Javier's videos were shot during the lockdown for COVID, so there were no people on the street. One YouTuber, Exposed, said Javier might have removed the crowds from his videos with After Effects like this. The YouTuber also took screenshot of every time that Javier showed his hands, and discovered that there were at least 3 different people recording those videos by looking at the hands. Another YouTuber, She Banyal and Mogo, went to the Institute of Corpuscular Physics in the University of Valencia and chatted with the people over there. The supervisor of the laboratory said that Javier was recording in the institute after he got a permit. On the 1st of June, the Bet Film Company announced that they were working on the series Soul Survivor, the story of a young man who wakes up in a hospital alone in the world and believes that it is 2027. Another YouTuber, Tan J. Long, showed a letter from Town Hall of Valencia. In the letter, Town Hall of Valencia thanked Javier and his filming team for advertising the city of Valencia and appreciated their great work for promoting local tourism.
Okay. So this guy has this Javier has his own YouTube page. 2 years later, he's still putting out mysterious videos with no one around. Cosmic says, I saw a face too in the metal. I thought it was a painting. Okay. So for 2 years, he's been doing different events. He put items with no one around in different locations. And then other TikTokers or whatever would go to those locations and find what he put there. And other things. He went to a zoo. No animals there. And everything is perfect. There's no trash. Everything's in place. The grass is cut. He would go to a police station. No one's there. Take a police car. He'd go to a museum. No one's there. This is amazing. Even if he uploaded a video and then did some CGI kind of thing to remove everything, how is everything so perfect? You would see trash. You would see papers around. No one goes in any place and not see things out of place. It's so weird. And there's also videos of him showing on a computer the date, 2027. This is mind-blowing. With this, if it's a company doing this as a promo. But another funny thing too, I told Andrea, on his YouTube page, he does have commercials. So whoever's doing this is getting paid through commercials. You know, it's got like, I think TikTok or Instagram or one of them's got 6 million followers. People are just amazed at what's going on here. So Connie says a computer clock can be changed any date. Well, there was more than a computer clock that shown proof. So
if it is a publicity stunt or advertising for Italy or something, it's really well done. I'll give them credit. But usually something like that doesn't go for years, right? It goes
a month or two, right?
Right?
And then comes out and say, hey,
it was for this, or
Wasn't this great? But this Javier or this account is still doing it. TikTok and everywhere. You know, you probably just Google or search in any platform, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, Javier 2027, it'll pop up.
But it is interesting that they showed the hands of each time Javier showed their hands, and it's different men or different looking hands. One was hairy, one wasn't hairy. But who knows? Maybe 2027, this guy's a shapeshifter.
I can't remember. I'm going to use them for the first time, actually. One of our dear subscribers sent me the Supernatural deck. Remember that show, Supernatural?
Yep.
So I'm like,
oh, sorry, Spain, not Italy.
Yeah, Spain. Supernatural, tarot deck, and guidance.
Yep.
Join the hunt. It was kind of hard to find, but I couldn't believe it. I think, who the heck was it?
Somebody sent it to you.
Yeah, someone sent it to me as a gift. I'm like,
yeah,
cool. And I've never actually read with it before, but it felt like it was calling me for this read.
Okay.
And I can't even get a sense on this because this is so mind-blowing. Your ego, you just watch it and it's like, oh my God, how is this being done? Kathy D, you missed that. We said it in the beginning why we're kiboshing this. The time involved to find mysteries, and we're running out of mysteries. And it's been a lovely 27-month run.
We've read on 4 or 5 mysteries basically every week for 2 years.
We're
kind of tapped out.
Year. Magenta thinks it's a hoax. Great editing skills. Time I went to Vegas and saw David Copperfield. Magic. Could be. Could be. How do you make millions on putting out videos? Unless people are donating like crazy. We don't make millions.
Getting so many views too, right?
I mean,
those cards don't make any sense.
You know, TikTok and Instagram influencers do get a ton of money. Some of those people are making tens of millions of dollars on ads for all their TikToks.
We talked about that early, Lisa, on the show, that it's hard to read on missing persons and murders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's very draining.
I don't only do
a whole show of that. No.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I mean, maybe one a night.
Yeah.
That's all I would do. We tried a couple times with doing like 2 or 3, and it was draining, and it was empathetically hard.
Yes, very.
Because these people are still missing and whatnot. Okay, tell me about Javier. Tell me about
Javier.
Because Lord knows we don't get a lot of money just from ad clicks from YouTube.
I'm not a millionaire yet. Are you?
No, not close.
Someday Scott will be millionaire.
Quantum leap theory. Yeah, there you go. Javier, tell me about what you're doing. Oh, come on. Truth. 10 of Wands. Oh my God. You get so many hits, it's profitable. Well, you got to have Well, I know YouTube, you ain't gonna get the money from it, but Instagram and TikTok followers somehow make a ton of money.
Kathy D, our first show was on Scott's channel, and it was, I think
Ju-
it was,
It was like the end of July 2020.
I think it was July 21st, around there, maybe.
21st, 25th, something like that.
It was
yeah.
a Saturday. I think it was on a Saturday we did it.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the first one.
Let's see. Okay, where am I at?
Well, you go first. I asked the pendulum. I'll see.
you want me to put out.
Well, I'll go first, but I mean, it's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. Okay. Well, this is the energy. So I always take in my spreads the top and bottom for the energy of the reading. The bottom of the deck, I had the Ace of Swords. Some kind of creative action, truth. And then I have the Ten of Wands to start out the reading. So that's burdensome. It's thinking, what are we going to do? So we have truth and burdensome. Kind of strange. Nope, I got to put the burdensome back. So then, okay, this is the first. The past position, I have the World, Two of Coins, and the Ace of Cups, or Eight of Cups. So you have an idea for putting something out in the world. How can we do this, right? An Eight of Cups, but it shows we got to walk away from it with the Eight of Cups. Kind of makes no sense. There's this idea of how to flow money, right? Putting something out into the world, social media, but then we have a walking away with the Eight of Cups. Kind of a weird toss. So then I go to the center of the reading of the current. Nine of Pentacles, burdensome, and the Five of Wands. Something's not working out right. So you want creation of money. Ten of Wands, thinking about it, burdensome, and then the Five of Wands. Something's not working right. Near future, I have the Six of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. They're making money. With the 10, calmer waters, things are going good now. Nine of Cups, we're happy, but then we have the King of Coins. This is the man of making money. We have success going on. But the final outcome is Hangman, Death, Five of Coins, and the Six of Wands. I think it's coming to an end. The ruse is coming to an end, however they did it. With the death card, it's an ending, but I'm not sensing it's an actual death. And then we have the Hangman. I think maybe someone figured out what they're doing there. Five of Coins, the money is not going to flow anymore. And then Six of Wands, we have victory. We did what we want to do here. Computer skills. This guy is on a computer here doing something. So, according to this throw, with a supernatural deck, this was a elaborate hoax, according to my throw. What do you think?
Well, I was getting the opposite, kind of. So,
Well, you bring it out. I can. This is my first time ever using the supernatural deck. I can try something else.
Javier from the year 2027 or 2720, whatever it is from the future, has a YouTube channel, Twitter, etc. The pendulum is indicating yes, they understand what I'm asking. Is that a hoax that they're broadcasting from the future? I get a no. Is it more than one person doing this? No. Then I asked something really weird. Is it artificial intelligence? And I get a yes. Now that one rocked my world.
AI. Whoa.
Is it AI from 2720? Look at, how can that be the answer? You see, it's saying yes. How can that be the answer? I mean, anything's possible, but
Right. So
is AI artificially creating these videos? That doesn't even make sense.
no, I don't think so.
And I'll tell you what else is spooking me out. I shuffled this deck 4 times while you were talking because I kept getting the same card. I'm like, how can I keep getting the same card?
Isn't that crazy?
High priest or high priestess card again. I keep getting it. What's going on here?
That's intuition. That's something created. I mean, I always look at the high priestesses because most of them have a book, like, some kind of creation, from an intuition.
Has artificial intelligence somehow figured out how to broadcast in 2022? See, I'm getting a yes, and this stuff is freaky. Okay. Is this alien intervention of any kind? No. How are they getting the images of Spain so clean and perfect? Oh, because a computer could do that. A computer could simulate Spain. What if this is real? Could a computer AI in the future simulate Spain so clean? This is really trippy, man. I don't know what's going on.
So I grabbed my cards and tried to throw. I don't think they can keep up the ruse. I think it's a ruse. I still think it's a ruse. Okay, I got nothing.
I hope it is, because how am I supposed to accept AI from the future? Okay.
Oh, I don't think it's AI.
Is it a ruse? Is this a joke? Is this a hoax for everyone to think?
I guess I got to bring out my.
I'm getting no.
I got to try my pendulum, I guess.
Okay, ask if it's a hoax. Use your voice, not mine.
All right. What do you mean by hoax? Because it's actually real, because it's putting out content.
Okay.
Are people hoaxing the viewers? Try that.
That's a no. I'm tripping.
It's more of a no that it's being a hoax. It's kind of swinging, but it's going side to side, which would be no.
Okay.
Thank you, Magenta.
And I'll just put it out there, if this is an AI somehow doing this stuff from the future, I will say I have never read on anything like that before, and I say, what a finale show we've done here today.
Well, I'm getting a no. I asked if it's a spirit doing this. No.
Ask if it's AI. Ask if it's some kind of computer or artificial intelligence. Thank you, Magenta Clan woman. Bless you. Twice, bless you.
Yes, it's some type of a new AI kind of thing. According to my pendulum, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
So yeah, I got my Hierophant card. So here's some kind of structure, some kind of company doing something here. They created something. So I have a King and Queen of Swords coming in here. They want to evaluate how people react. So there's like a man and woman here doing this. So there's some kind of and then I have also another creative woman with the Queen of Wands. So there's some kind of energy with, and then the courthouse. I'm sensing, which icon is that? Okay. I'm focused on this icon.
Mm-hmm.
An idea. Maybe you can see it, but it's like a book or something, but there's a light bulb above it.
Yeah.
So I'm sensing like this is a fabulous idea. This has been brewing for a long time, but Ace of Wands, it uses some kind of it's different. Like you said, it's like an AI or some kind of thing with this Ace of Wands. It's some kind of different kind of energy this is a test. I think this company or whoever's doing this is testing a new
So the question is,
kind of thing.
is the AI from now, and it's pretending to show, or it's showing 2027 or whatever year it is, 2700 and whatever, or is it that computer AI in the future connecting with us, or is it current creative people? Do you understand what I'm so confused? But you got what I'm saying.
Well, it's just I'm just going to use my cards.
AI technology.
But
no.
Is it?
I'm getting, as soon as you said, is this a test? I felt like, yeah. And look, it's saying yes.
Yeah, I think they're like testing people. They're profiting off of, probably like Instagram or TikTok, whatever, because those type of people, especially with 6 million followers, make money. YouTubers don't really.
Is the computer AI or the artificial intelligence, is it reaching back from the future to now? No. Is the artificial intelligence already created now? No. So maybe I'm not asking that right.
It's kind of weird. I think this company or whoever's doing this worked on this for a long time, and it didn't work till now. But I think they're going to get found out real soon. I get this again because I have a tower moment at the end. So the ruse is going to end at some point. So I have the creator and the Ace of Wands here coming in. They manufactured this. Somehow they did it with some kind of AI technology or computer graphics, whatever, CGI, yeah, something like that.
But I'm getting, it's a company in the future. It's not even a company that exists now. I'm tripping.
Really?
So it's a company that's created this technology, this artificial intelligence. I get a yes with the pendulum. And then I asked, is this company around right now? Is it active? Is it here now? And I get a no.
Oh, God.
And then I'm like, is the company in the future?
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to try it.
I don't know.
Good.
I am tripping.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to use my cross. Try it.
Buy that stock.
Okay.
Exactly, Kevin.
My cross is going no, that it has anything to do with 2027 or in the future. I don't know. This is so
Here's-
strange.
Here's what I think we're both landing on 100%. It's some kind of artificial intelligence that's being developed to make it look like Spain is empty, or you know what I mean? It's some kind of program, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
keep
maybe
getting that
they're
10 of
gonna
wands.
sell-
I keep getting that 10 of wands like they're worried they're going to get found out.
Mm.
They're trying to keep up the ruse. I mean, like I said, if they're doing Instagram or whatever and got advertisers because this is a phenom and 6 million people are watching TikTok or Instagram of his videos or of those videos, they can make a killing. They were saying like one of these Instagram influencers are making like 50 million a year. One of the better ones.
Oh,
Keep
some
up
of them
the
are rolling
Yeah.
in that dough.
You keep up the ruse and all those clicks, you can get a lot of money to fund your project later on.
True.
Let's see. One more time with the cards. All right. Is Javier a time traveler from 2027?
Is that the year though?
Yeah, that's what they always say. Supposedly the story is he went to the hospital,
Oh, that's right.
passed
He woke
out,
up.
had issues, and woke up in 2027.
Right. That's right. Yeah, it says 2027. Yep.
Angelic. Now what was my question? I got illusion delusion there. Victory, they did what they wanted to do. Knight of Cups, and then I have the King of Wands, someone rusing. I really think they're going to be found out soon. Whoever's putting this out, it was good.
Yeah, bravo
But
to them. If it's
but
a
I don't-
modern,
It's modern. I don't see it from 2027. Prove me wrong, Javier. Okay, Kathy D wants a quick one. Is there such a thing as time travelers? They do it all the time in Star Trek and Stargate. I think we've read on this before. If there's time travels possible. Let's see what I'm going to see what
there's
the
no
cards
such
say.
thing as time. Time is a human
True.
constraint. Everything is all at once, even though that's a trippy concept to understand.
Future. Time travel. Weird. Past. Okay. This is what I've always sensed. The future hasn't happened yet, but our guides and angels can project a future happening,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we can see dreams of future events or whatever, but it's a manifested projection. The past has happened. You know, we can kind of go in the past. So that energy is there. I think all this has been tried. So I got the Knight of Coins, Knight of Wands, but a 10 of Swords. Any kind of intervention in the time continuum, it comes with disaster. I think it's been tried. I don't see success. It's kind of like, I kind of get the image of that movie The Fly. When you try to transport, right? when you try to take apart a body and move it molecularly to another place, it doesn't come back again, right? You implode. I just don't see it successful, especially because the future has not happened. I don't think we can, unless this isn't in reality, I'm not picking it up, right? We're just here and you're throwing cards, but it's not actually happening because we're in 2050 in a different life.
Whoa.
I don't believe it. I don't know. In a sense, it's possible, but not on a, no, it's not possible. I don't see time travel forward possible. But backwards, I do. Because it's happened. I think the future is manifested. So like if you happen to have a dream of cars in the sky and all the, kind of like, what's that movie with, you see cars in the sky and floating ships and like in a Star Wars movie or whatever, right? It's because this is a imprint that the angels and guides have shown what might happen. So it's a manifested dream, kind of like what heaven is. You can create whatever you want. So if you're heaven, you can create your own paradise to go fishing or boating or skiing or whatever you want to do. But the past has happened, so these events are recorded, right? In my ending cards, I have the King of Swords, Page of Wands, and Six of Cups. The past has happened. It can be manifested, and it's already there in the Akashic. I have nothing about the future. What do you think?
I first want to say thank you to Linda for that donation. Thank you. And I love the card that I got for this. It's a travel card. You see the ship, the voyage. It says, fortune favors the bold. So maybe someday, and maybe like you say, maybe you can travel back in time. I would think so, in the sense with the Akashic records, etc. We are able to access the past and maybe someday see it.
Like, right? I mean, I totally sense like portals are there, and our extraterrestrial friends can time jump with getting into those portals and whatnot. Maybe not time jump. I'm not.
There's a great point. It doesn't, just because humans haven't figured it out yet doesn't mean something else has it, right? So who knows if extraterrestrials are traveling to the past or wherever, just because we can't yet.
But we don't go back to exist. Right. We move forward. It's a tough question. I don't know. Isn't time non-linear?
People think time goes like this. To me, forever since I was a kid, I felt time is like this. It's all at once. It's like in this cone or this vortex. I never felt or ever saw time like that. That's just me. That's since I was a kid. I've always felt time is all at once. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's all in the same parallel.
I think we got into that before about predicting the future. Well, it's like I read for my buddy, right? And he was going through a divorce. The first time he was going through a divorce. And he was asking me, when am I going to, who do you see me meeting in my future? Getting married again. So I was getting like 4 to 6 months. You would have a choice between a blonde and a dark-haired one. The dark-haired one isn't going to be working out. I think you should go for the blonde. He ended up meeting that blonde, right? But I told him about 8 to 10 years, you will divorce her. It happened. How do I know that? If the future isn't told, how would I know that would happen? It's kind of like it's written in the stars, written in the contract with the souls we meet, right? We had the creator God, we go back. It's like, okay, we got to work out this with this person. We're going to have kids with this person. But then later you're going to meet this person because this is your soulmate, or you got to learn these problems. So it's kind of like written. But it's just amazing that the funny thing is, he kind of like got back at me. I was like, well, I didn't get divorced in 8 years. I'm like, are you kidding me? 8 years? I go, your incident when you separated was exactly 8 years. And he goes, oh yeah, you're right. I'm like, come on. This is just amazing, right, Roxanne? It's like it's written in the stars. I mean, like, even when I was reading on certain things, or I'd ask the guides, like, when's this ascension going to end? Because I think we're in a 20-year process. My guides were saying 2032. About then is when ascension is going to stop, and enough people will rise to a vibration that everything can move forward. And then there was something, I don't know, someone asked me a question about something or other, and my guides showed me 2050, whatever it is, It's like, it's just amazing how the future can be shown, and it actually happens.
I think we can see, or at least part of it is we can see the most likely outcome of the future, right?
Well, especially the all-knowing universe. And we have these soul contracts, and they're eventually going to meet up in our whole lives to figure out what we need to figure out. Because it's like, whoever, it's like, I met my wife, I had 2 kids, but we got divorced. So there's obviously a contract there. I chose my parents. I needed to work out a soul contract with my father. My mother passes away. I meet someone else. All these souls come back and all this contract to meet each other. So it's like it's predicted or known. It's it's mind-boggling.
It really is.
It really is. But I can't get a hit or for sure that time travel is possible. But odd things have happened.
Maybe we don't understand time travel. We may be literally thinking about you have to get in a spaceship and then you travel through time. It might be a whole other thing. It could be on the astral plane you can travel through time, right? Who knows? It might be something that our human brains aren't ready to understand yet.
Very true. It'd be so nicer if they just give me the boom. It's like, come on, just tell me straight out. But it's kind of like a secret, maybe.
Well, exactly. We're not supposed to know yet.
Well, that's probably right. It's not called time travel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dimensional existence.
Yeah. We're
So,
vibrational frequency. It could be on other levels we're not even thinking of, right?
maybe when you get up to heaven's realm, there is no time. Everything
Precisely.
is. Everything is.
It is. And it's a concept that's really hard to understand. But
Right. Because
everything-
we're not there, we don't remember.
right? When I'm sure we'll all understand someday on some level.
Right. Cosmic Blue Avian had the visions that the towers are going to fall. 2 years before.
Mm.
Hey, Marky.
Hi,
I
Mark.
make it cool. Hey, if YouTube sends me, recommended videos, I'm like, oh, we've never read on this before. I'm gonna hit up Andrea and say, we need a redo. We need a redux. But I know it is so crazy because we have our Akashic records, we have our contracts, and how can any of us readers or psychics predict the future? Because it's written, it's there in the Akashic. You have all these souls you have a contract with, and eventually you're going to meet this person to make it happen. And we talk about manifesting, like manifesting your dreams, manifesting your future. I wrote down the exact person I wanted for my future, and I got her. It's not perfect, but I got the exact person I asked for.
Nice.
I didn't. The only thing different.
Have you told her that? Because that's pretty romantic. Have you told her that?
Yes. I wrote it down. I wrote it down because I tried manifesting before, but I left out a few things.
Mm.
So then I had to redo my list. I'm like, I'm not accepting anyone else. I want someone. The only thing I would have done different is that she would have been more spiritually aware. She's not in the same realm. She doesn't get it. She finds it fascinating, but she doesn't really care.
Mm.
I make a prediction, it comes true, and she's like, oh my God, that's so cool. But she's not that spiritually attached like we are, right? So that's the only thing different. But I wrote down everything how I wanted in a future person. But I did it, like I said, I did it before. But I always failed because I didn't put down the right thing, because the ego wanted this type of person, not the perfect soul person who's going to be aligned with you. And the funny thing is, I asked for a blonde. I asked for a nice figure. I asked for someone I can get along with great. We're not going to argue. We've maybe argued 4 times in 12 years. 4.
That's really good.
But, I should have asked for an athletic person because I'm athletic. She's not really not. So she used to come and watch and stuff, but now it's kind of like, you go have fun. Right?
You don't have to be identical. It's nice to have your own. Yeah.
Correct. But it's just amazing how I asked for it and I got it. And you did, but I had to accept no other. I had tested a few times because there were some others who were like, oh, you can go with her. I'm like, no, that's not who I asked for. Then all of a sudden someone else popped up, or I met at a bar or whatever back in the day. No, that's not her. And then I was driven to go somewhere else at my sister's wedding to meet someone else because I'm like, oh, what the heck? I'll go meet this girl. Maybe that's her. But when I went to meet her, I seen the one I'm with on a bench. She was one of her best friends. And I was talking to her and I looked over. I'm like, that's her. I just knew it. That's the one I got to date. I just knew it because I was searching for it. And it was just crazy. So
also, when you know what you want, it's easier to find it, right? Because you're looking for it. If you don't know what you want, then you go through all kinds of stuff.
Jill, I wish I could have revised my letter to Santa come 215. So, I mean, everything's possible when you manifest and be in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're already at 124. Oh, yeah. So we're not going to get all the alien encounters. Maybe we can do a redux in a month if I find others.
Right. Okay. Well, I
So
think
that-
what you just said is really nice. We could wrap up right now. That was really lovely what you were saying about your special one. And I think that's a really nice for
Yeah,
everyone
it
to
was.
hear that and
Right.
think about that and
You want to
what
skip
are
the
you
man?
asking for?
You want to skip the Zenetti train because that one's pretty cool.
That one is cool. Yeah, let's do that one. That one was weird.
So yeah, this was the last one then, because we're at an hour and a quarter. But hopefully, people that haven't been here can come back and watch it and last that long. Because I mean, it is special because manifesting does work if you do it right, and not with ego, with love and light. You know, back in the day, after my divorce, I wanted Mrs. Right. And I went through the process of dating some wrong ones. But I wasn't in the right place. So you keep practicing. You do it right. But always go. I always felt the feeling. Always go into a relationship like it's your last. Give it your all. Right?
That's nice.
And then you'll eventually figure it out whether it's not meant to be or it is. But keep trying. And if it doesn't work, lesson learned. But give to another soul. Love for another soul. So, all right. Enough speeches of my adventures in dating. Okay, this one is the Zenetti train. Oops. This is was it Italy? I'm making the banner. Oh my God, I can't even spell train.
Yeah, I think it was in Italy. That's a wild one.
So yeah, it's a strange one. What's my sign? I'm a Taurus. May 14th, Taurus. Present the screen. Yeah, I haven't had to do this in a while. Presenting screen.
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah.
The mystery of the Zenetti train that disappeared in 1911. It still travels in space and time, supposedly. The train that left Rome from Milan mysteriously disappeared in a tunnel, only to appear halfway around the world by truly unusual events. So, but the funny thing is, there's no records of any Zenetti train company. It's more about the area, why they named it the Zenetti. My trains. It was in Lombardy. Was it Italy? Yeah, Lombardy, Italy. And it supposedly went off on a maiden voyage with all these wealthier type people in these luxury suites to have this train event. And it went through this. It left from this Rome station July 14th, 1911. Well, here it says it's Zenetti Railway Company, but other accounts I've seen say nothing existed like that. There's so little evidence. A new tourism train, a locomotive, 3 luxury wagons would take passengers from the capital to Milan, passing through spectacular different places. The train had to go through a tunnel about 1 kilometer long, considered to be ever the longest tunnel ever dug in a mountain. For the maiden voyage, the Zenetti selected 100 passengers from the upper local class, members of families of the railway company, and 6 other people to accompany them. The train would move slowly Along its route, elegant passengers enjoy their view, and violins and champagne and all that jazz. The train approached amid the exultation of those present to the complete darkness in the mountain. But the problem is, according to the legend and story, the train never came out the other end. A small crowd waiting across the tunnel, never seen anything come out.
Like, what?
So, according to the story, after a while, 2 passengers were found in the darkness of the tunnel after police went looking. There was no trace of the train, and there was no trace of the other 100-some passengers. It took 2 days for those 2 that the people found, supposedly, but to come out of some kind of sanity, like they went through some kind of time warp. They were weird. This is what the story is. One passenger supposedly said, "I heard a strange hum shortly before entrance of the tunnel. There was a strange fog that arose that seemed like wind around the train and suddenly swallowed up inside of it. It was a horrible experience, and that despite being able to save myself and another passenger jumping from one of the few railway carriages as the locomotive entered the tunnel, we both crashed on the ground, and that's the last thing I remembered." There is no evidence of the other survivor, though. A lot of mysteries here.
Mm-hmm.
Out of fear of the accident, some speculate that railway company employees covered it up, or it could have been a mysterious. Well, that tunnel was bombed later in the Second World War in a bombardment, so that tunnel's
Which
been
means
destroyed.
now they can't investigate it, right? They can't, because it's been
Right.
bombed. So that's kind of interesting, right?
This is just a story, but you know. But there was during Second World War, there was an aerial bombardment that completely blocked the access to the tunnel. No more investigations. But the weird thing is, other people around the world have found or seen this mysterious ghost train in other places like Mexico, Ukraine, and other places. But they say this could be that train.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, the Zenetti and the passengers have not talked about anymore, because it seems the manuscript with the chronicles was destroyed in an earthquake in 1908.
Isn't that convenient as well?
So yeah, everything is so weird. But this Ukrainian newspaper brought up the history of 1911, and then in August 12, 1992, an article was posted, "Ghost Train on the Roads of Ukraine." A ghost of 3 carriages appeared in the intersection of a duty officer, the train with the curtains tightly closed, the doors open, and an empty cockpit moved across silently, crushing the chickens as they walked across the street. So this is a story in Ukraine in 92. Then maybe they seen this Zenetti train. While studying other documents, there's a testimony of a famous psychiatrist in Mexico City who in the 40s of the 1800s had 104 Italians interned at a psychiatric hospital in Mexico capital. It was happening about the time of the missing people, who behaved surly and in a confused way. Having ascertained that they were neither Mexicans, Spaniards, but Italians, and they claimed, supposedly, to be arrived in Mexico City by a train that left but from Rome. There are those that say that after time, the 104 mad people adapted their new realities and integrated into the life in Mexico City. So this is just a crazy story.
Like every level of it is like, you can't investigate it because things happen, things are lost, right? And now there's people all over the world that have seen this train. Imagine watching a train go into a tunnel and then nothing. It vanishes.
There's multiple stories. There's a testimony from October 1955 where it was seen where? In Moscow. In Moscow in 75, 81, and 86. This supposed ghost train was seen. And in Chernobyl, supposedly, shortly after the accident at the nuclear power plant. In Norway, in the Balkans, and again in 1986 in a channel tunnel, and in other places. So, I mean, the article goes on a little more. I don't know if there's any more. So anyway, yeah, I think that's enough of it. But a weird story. So any hits while we're talking here, or everyone just chatting?
Lisa or Jill saw something, I should say, and
That one?
yeah,
A portal right to the right of the tunnel. Oh, Christine says, well, that reminds me of the airplane we read on. That
right? That took off. And very similar.
Oh, craziness. All right. Which deck is calling to get into this Zenetti train?
Okay, Zenetti train.
Is it just a fairy tale? Did this really happen?
Zenetti train.
Cosmic Blue Avian. Portal, not potato.
Potato, portal, da da da.
Oh, I think I told Lisa Foster when. Oh, we were on a live stream or something, and Lisa asked something, and I told her when. I forgot what I told her, but she will. Oh, of course. Right, Holly? I always give that example. If you would tell a story to one person, and it's got to go around the room of 20 people, the story would totally change completely by the time it got to the 20th person. So that's why mysteries from back in the 1600s or whatever can totally change to what actually happened. You told a story that, oh my God, my tire blew and I got in an accident. And you tell a few people, and probably get back that you were tripping on acid, you stole a beer from a dinosaur, and you met a bear at a party. You know, it can come out totally weird. Right, cat lady? True, true. Well, there's been no reports of it showing up in the last 25 years. The Zenetti train. The Zenetti train.
Okay. So I'm getting a window. So there was a window. There was some kind of portal. There was some kind of thing that this train hit or went through. It was of an angelic or other realm nature. And it was an offering. It was for some reason, it's interesting to get this card. It was some kind of offering. Like an offer for these people. How many were on the train? 100?
104, supposedly.
104. Was it an offer for 104?
That's awesome. I just explained Julie's last Saturday night.
Mhm.
You were tripping on mushrooms with a bear. Love it. Oh my God. Okay.
So this is similar to the one we read before with that plane. That plane that traveled through time. And anyways, I do see that this train went through some sort of window, portal, substance, material that we don't know. And it was of divine. And it was an offer for these people, an opportunity for these people to do this. Why would they want to do it? I don't know. That seems strange. An opportunity. Is it an opportunity? Travel.
I think I need to clarify with your cards.
It was an opportunity for these people to see amazing things, this angelic realm or whatever they ended up going through. Not all of them lived through it. Remember, we got that before with that ship that we saw or that plane. Not everyone lives through it. This portal.
Oh, yeah. Well, the story goes that this plane showed up years later with all skeletons in it.
Right. But I'm getting that some of them survived this in this train situation. What else can and this place was destroyed on purpose. Remember, they said they bombed it in one of the wars. That was intentional.
Or accident, or supposedly intentional.
Yeah.
Okay.
The place was intentional.
What the heck? So weird. How would anyone know anything about a portal, time warp, whatever, back then?
Well, I'm sure they've existed for a long time.
It's just so crazy to me. Why would you build a train just to have it go away?
Ah, there you go.
Target, clear, time warp.
And that bubble, I'd also say that bubble might be indicate, like I got like that window or that liquid window or something. The surface of a bubble, it's kind of that invisible, but you can still see it layer. I wonder if it's something like that they went through. Like a portal isn't going to be like looking like fireworks. To me, I think it looks more like the top of the surface of water, right?
Yeah. Well, there's been 2 shows of Quantum Leap so far. I'm watching that series, Buffy.
I like the original. I don't think I've seen the other versions.
Yeah, well, it just came out. There's 2 shows so far. Two episodes. But the weird thing is, I have your yellow card, money, some dark agency and a lightning bolt behind it. Like, how would a company know? It's like when they built the tunnel, the company that built the tunnel for the
Maybe
train,
they knew
it's like they knew something was going to
about that
happen.
space. Oh,
Like they knew something was weird, and
about that area.
this was a test.
Whoa.
Let's see what happens, and if it does happen, we're going to cover it up in a story. Because why would I get money about people missing, and then some kind of dark agency kind of thing?
Maybe the government agreed to let those people disappear. Who knows?
Because when I threw my cards, the energy about it is all about a creative idea, making money, and a celebration with the Nine of Cups. So it's like this whole thing about this train and this, wealthy people and just celebrating touring on this train was some fabulous idea. But it didn't end up that way. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and Temperance. It's kind of like a cover-up. With the 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, some drastic thing happened. Bad energy. Temperance angel coming in. Flowing energy. So the only thing about a portal I may have gotten, in the end, I have 2 of Cups, the Star, Empress, and Knight of Wands. So there is universal energy there with the Knight of Wands. Empress, the Star is universal. Some kind of partner agreement with the 2 of Cups in the end about these people in this train. Feminine power, but the Knight of Wands is definitely universal energy coming in there. The Star is all that can be. Earth and beyond. 2 of Cups is falling in love. No, I don't think it was a Philadelphia experiment. Like I said, what sets me off is that first energy with 2 male figures or whatnot, but this was meant to happen. There was some kind of money involved, the ownership or whatever, because that tunnel had to be created. I believe that's happened. The tunnel is there. But something was known.
Ahead of time. Yeah.
Mario, you see something like a hologram? No, I don't see a hologram. The question asked no.
And what's really fascinating is those 2 people that jumped off the train because they could tell they were at the back of the train, right? And they saw these cloudy things happening.
Yeah, something weird was happening. They said they wanted to go.
They totally were freaked out and they jumped off the train. Like, how are you going to make up this story? You can't make this up. Who would make this up? You don't make this up.
Good question, Kathy D. Were there actual passengers on it? Because all those ghosts reporting supposedly never seen people, just the train showing up.
Passengers on that.
So according to the reporting, only one person reported. The other person that supposedly jumped off was never talked to again. Hi, Nancy. Oh, quick.
Yeah, I don't know if there's 100 people on that train, but I get it. Yes, there were people on the train.
Maybe they wanted to go on a magical mystery tour. Good one, Christine. Okay.
Be one crazy train trip.
Wait. Maybe you should ask if it was actually a lot of it was a made up story. Because I don't sense that story of the 104 people had any relation. Time warping to Mexico. Pretty much, Jennifer. It is Twilight Zone stuff. Created. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
Hmm.
Yeah, kind of, Mario. Story reminds me of planes off out of the Bermuda Triangle. Kind
Yeah,
of.
it's kind of like that kind of story. Yeah.
But what I sensed there was something the owners knew. Again, I got King of Coins when I tossed my cards and a Queen of Wands starting it out. And then a Page of Swords, so it's kind of some kind of like idea. So it's like they knew something weird was going on when they created this tunnel. So I kind of sensed maybe it was a test to bring it through in the maiden voyage to see if it was okay. And maybe there was only 2 people on it and they jumped. And then the train somehow warped. Because I never asked about the train. We're thinking people. Because every toss I get here, it's nothing to do with substance. It's always about, like the owner of the train company is going to make a bunch of money, but we had to do a test.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, Cat Lady don't think the Mexico lines up with the same year.
Let's see. Did the people on the Zenetti train end up in Mexico? Did they ever end up in Mexico? I got to know with Mexico. Zenetti train did ever end up in the Ukraine? I got a yes to Ukraine, that they ended up in the Ukraine. And there was another country, wasn't there? Were they spread out on any other country?
The ghost of the train has shown up in multiple countries and regions.
Yeah, I'm getting other countries, but I got to know with Mexico. I got a yes with the Ukraine.
Yeah. It's so weird how Ukraine keeps popping up.
Isn't that interesting? And we know that that's a special area, don't we?
Ukraine is very special.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a physics? No. I'm not sensing that one. Hey, Sheila. I caught a bit of you and Mark before I had to come on here. All right, we should add. What's your pendulum say about that area at the back end of the tunnel? Was it was it some kind of portal where they opened up something, building that?
Yeah, it's something like that. That's what I'm getting. Did the owners of the train know about it? Did the owners, whoever built the tunnel, did the people who built the tunnel, they knew about it?
That feels right.
They must have stumbled across it or figured something was strange there. So I get a yes with the tunnel people.
Thanks, Anita. So yeah,
Wow.
that's what it feels like. Boom. It's kind of like building a tunnel through Mount Shasta. You don't really want to do
Right?
that,
It's,
right?
right? It's something, yeah, extra special or different there. So, wow. Well, let's hope anybody who was on that train is safely on the other side of
Yeah,
wherever it is.
I really don't. Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any people on there. I think it was just a train. It's
Oh, good.
like the story said, two people jumped off. I think they were driving the train, and there was reports of people seeing a train, but no people. So that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have been on there in some kind of spiritual loop of going through a portal, they'd be continuing with the train, most likely. Yeah, craziness. So some of it's true, some of it's made up.
Yeah, it's sort of.
But it feels like it happened. But yeah, it's just crazy. Card of mystery. Call it a day and find a card of mystery.
You mean oh yeah.
You know,
Yes,
the end of the show before it's 2 hours already.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for following this show for 2 years. You can go back and watch them if you've missed any. They're both on both of our channels.
Yeah.
Same episodes, not on our channels. It alternates. So.
Right. Do you have? Did you put them in playlists?
I gotta update the playlist. I will do that in the next.
Yeah. I tried to do. I should look at it again too, because you do so many shows and you forget to do it. But
yeah,
they should be all in one mystery theater playlist.
Yeah.
I have other things in mystery theater that I put in there.
And thank you, Scott.
Hey, Kevin, what's 2 years amongst friends?
Thank you, Scott, for an awesome ride on Mystery Theater. And everybody for your awesome comments and reading along with us and helping us solve things.
Yeah, it's been a community effort too. Yeah, all your hits and Holly and everyone else.
Yeah,
It's been
everybody.
beautiful. And thank you, Miss Andrea, the beautiful human being, to enjoy this ride with.
Thank you. So the card I got from the lovely Oracle.
Oh my God, I just want to cry.
Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful, Scott.
This is what this is. We had a journey here with this community.
Yeah.
It's part of the soul family and circle of life. So we're going to come back together again.
Of course.
It's so the circle of life. You do things until it doesn't, be fruitful as a way it is, and then things change. We always grow, but we're still in that same soul family.
That's beautiful.
We're all in the planetary existence of evolving.
And yet staying in the same orbit with each other. All of us are in our human orbit together, our spiritual orbit. That's really beautiful. And this is how we're going to end it, riding high on life. We're all going to feel that high vibration, right? That high vibration, that high energy that we have as a collective here. And we're going to ride off into the sunset with that high vibration. We're riding high on life.
Woo woo.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, Deanne, how you doing? Kathy D.
All the viewers, everybody, thank you so much.
Everyone's been a blessing. It's been a blast.
Love.
We might do it in a month or so if we find something. If this girl's not too busy, You got movers and shakers and all kinds of plans, so There was what, 6, because one was Area 51, but there was 6 ancient UFO incidences. Were pretty cool. But anywho,
Yeah, we have read on everything, and
pretty
it's
much everything.
amazing. And if, like we said, if we uncover a bunch of new mysteries, maybe we'll do another show. But for now, we're just taking a time out. We've had an amazing 2 years.
Yeah, but it won't be called Mystery Theater. This theater, this ending, we're calling this one quits. But
The theater is now closed.
it's not an end. Yes, the curtain is closing. So anyway, love to all. Yeah, right, Kathy D. Be careful.
Oh dear. Oh
Be
dear.
careful. No fairy halls. No fairy circles. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Cave holes and fairy circles. Yeah. Cave holes.
Get it right, Kathy D. Okay, get it right. You can't combine the fairy with the cave. No, doesn't work that way. It ruins the joke. But yeah, that was good. That was a blast. We had some laughs there too.
Some big highlights in 2 years.
All right. Love to everyone.
Bye.
Love you, Andrea.
See you later.
Bye.